Hello, my brothers and sisters. Welcome in this forest on this rainy day. Well, actually, I love the rain. I love it. Let it rain. I love it because the air is so beautiful. You know what it reminds me of when it rains in the forests like this? It reminds me of the energy and the smell of Tiamat. That is the dragon goddess. Oh my goddess. Sometimes I say this, oh my goddess, and it's like, don't you mean God? Oh my God. No, I mean, oh my goddess, because that is what I worship. Well, actually, dragons never ever demand worship. They will never demand worship. That is up to actually what I see as false gods. False gods demand this because they need the energy that you have. You are a child of Tiamat. You are a creation of her. So, of course, when you give energy to a false god, it becomes a god. They become all powerful. So that is what Tiamat never asked. You know, once the dragon came before me, I immediately had the idea that I need to worship him, need to worship the dragon. And once Tiamat came before me, it was like I was obliged to worship the dragon goddess. I need to worship the dragon goddess. But actually, what I came to understand, dragons do not demand or desire worship. They don't whatsoever. The dragon does never demand worship. What they demand other things, such as recognition, friendship, and that you keep in contact with them. That is sometimes what they don't demand this, they ask this. The best thing that you can give to a dragon is recognition. That moment that you realize that there is a dragon by your side, and you show it to the dragon, and you show it all the love that you need, that you give to the dragon, that is the best thing that the dragon can have. That is that you open the last gate that is in between you and your dragon. You open the last gate because of recognition. It's like the dragon, you know it, and the dragon is by your side. The final gate is open. That is the best thing that you can give to your dragon. Well, actually, sometimes I get the question how to worship the dragon, or in this case, how to worship Tiamat. Well, actually, of course it's okay to worship Tiamat. I do it all the time. But in fact, it's not what Tiamat asked, and it's also not what the dragon by your side asked. Keep that in mind. They don't ask it. It's like they are not Yahweh or Muhammad or whatever. They all ask worship, but not the dragon. Not the dragon. It doesn't make even sense to worship something, to give all of your energy to something that is already all powerful. Because once it rains, the smell here in this forest, it's her smell. It's how Tiamat smells. It's, you know when you ask yourself or you wonder yourself, what is the smell of a god? Nature. Nature, my brothers and sisters. Once the rain, water, and earth comes in contact with each other, that is what Tiamat is. That is what she is, and that is, you know, we survive and live here on earth because of her energy. She was not interested in creating life because her life was built out of chaos, and chaos is what it is. Chaos is suffering sometimes, and that is where our path is also built on. It's out of chaos. Once I was awakened, I had chaos all the way. I didn't know what was going on. It was chaos all the way. It was like, what is happening? But out of the chaos, I made my path. A unique path that there is no path. I made it myself, together alongside with my dragon and Tiamat. So no one else follows this, and no one else need to follow this. I can also just say to you that this happened. This happened, and that is it. Now it's time to create out of the chaos your own path with the energy of Tiamat. You know what you can do, and you know that is something what I did. You know, the best way to worship Tiamat, the best way to worship the dragon goddess, I got one recommendation for you. Talk with her. Talk out loud. Talk with the dragon goddess. Talk about your emotions. Talk about your dreams. Talk with Tiamat. She will listen. She will always be there. And the reason why you worship her, you want to worship her, is because you are her child. You can say, oh my goddess, because this is not really goddess, it's a mother. And I feel so much motherly love whenever I feel Tiamat. You know, the other dragon gods have other different kind of feelings. The feelings of the soul, the feelings of the flames, the feelings of the wind, the feelings of the everything. But she has a feeling of being a mother, and it's so beautiful actually once she comes to her child. If you have the desire to worship the dragon goddess, you are her child. You are the one that is close, very close to her. And I recommend that that is the best way how to worship her. To talk with her. Talk out loud. Talk in your mind. Talk with her. Give her attention. That is what I recommend to you. If you want and desire to worship anyway, then talk with her. That is the best way of worshipping the goddess Tiamat. And actually to all of the dragons actually. But especially to Tiamat. Tiamat wants this recognition. That you know that she's there. That you know it and that you talk with her. That is the best way how to worship her. Of course I came a step further by giving my soul to her. Of course, like you can give everything to the dragon goddess. I even, you know what I did? In a very, very intense ceremony that I will never forget. I felt her so much that I lay down flat on my back with my arms spread, and I said the words, "Everything I own is for you." And actually that was meant for Tiamat. Everything I own is for you. My soul, my mind, my body, everything is for you. And I put a little bit of blood on my statue on the dragon altar. And I said to her, "Everything I own is for you." Of course, I felt that she declined that. I felt that she did not accept it because I need to be myself. That is actually a perfect way to be possessed by something if you want to give yourself to something. And how do I know that Tiamat can be trusted? Of course, you feel it in your heart. You feel it in your mind. Everything in your entire body that Tiamat is not only to be trusted, but the reason why you are here. The reason why you are awakened. And the reason why you are by the side of your dragon. She is water and earth, especially earth. She is everything that you can even imagine. See, my brothers and sisters, it's not because the entire world speaks about one God that this is the truth. It's something that you need to feel in your heart. And if you need to feel that you need to worship her, then give her attention. Give her your words. Give her your feelings. Give her simple things and that. You don't need to be there with open, of course I do that sometimes, with open hands and give her the energy. But she doesn't need it. She only needs the attention from her children. She has a lot of children here born as a human in this world. But a lot of them, they don't even realize because they are born out of chaos. And in this chaos, they need to find their truth again. And out of this chaos, I need to find who actually made everything. And I came out with Tiamat. I came with her. Of course, it started with my dragon that I ditched Catholicism. I ditched it. And once I did, I opened my arms for the dragon. What actually I really am, what I really want, and not what others desire from me. I did that, what others desire from me, and I just did my own thing. I wanted to be myself, and in doing so, I do love Tiamat so much. That is my goddess. That is where I bow down for, even though I shouldn't, but I do, every single time. And that is not what you should say, I don't have to bow down. If you want it, if you desire it, then do it so. That is what the dragon is in the entire way. They do whatever their heart says. And that is also what you need to do inside of your path. Whatever your heart says, you have to do it. You don't have to hold back. That is the entire point of following Tiamat or the other dragon gods. But Tiamat is so darn close to me that it's like she's always by my side. Whenever my dragon is also by my side, he even has the energy of her. It's like we are brothers or something, or much more than that. It's like we are so much connected to each other, and that is why I call you my brothers and sisters. We are all coming from the dragon god, and especially Tiamat. So we are all connected to each other. So how to worship Tiamat or how to worship the dragon? Talk with them. It's plain simple. Talk with them, but don't let it be something that is written inside of a paper, someone that's written down something and you need to repeat it. No! Oh no! Oh, that is the worst thing that you can do. It has to come from your heart. It has to come from your desire and your emotions. And the best way how to talk with Tiamat, let your human self sleep and let the dragon inside of you talk with her.